Make some challenges.
I think
for
we need
$25.
to. Just a second.
What?
Do we need Pika for this?
I think we do.
Oh my god, yes, you absolutely do.
Yes, you need to say.
Yes. What happened to the snap on this?
We need a Pip A couch.
Weird.
All yours, Andy.
Anyway, there's a challenge to act out this particular penny arcade strip, which I will do momentarily.
Ooh.
So,
Alright, who's our Piplup?
You're a Pokemon.
You're a Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah,
Yep.
Pika.
just like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly like that.
Perfect.
That's what you're doing.
You can be Piplup, okay, Alex?
What?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Do I just have to
Just sit there. You guys don't have any lines. All right. Welcome to the ranch, you little bus bags. I see some of you looking around, taking it all in. Maybe you're looking for the pool. Guess what? Ain't got one. What we do have is 70 miles of murderous obstacle course, snaking over the most twisted hellscape ever conceived. Pokemon go in, and you know what comes out the other side? Mother bussers. Oh, what's that, Piplup? What happens to the Pokemon that don't come out? Maybe I should tell you the name of the course. Maybe that would help. It's called the Pokemon Killer. That's right. I'll let you figure out why.
Yay!
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you for sitting there and being bees a Pikachu.
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 So, what else is in the
And-
challenge?
One final
at the
note.
top.
Alright, one second.
This is dessert bus? Well, we have desserts.
I took Pikachu in the shower
Delicious.
this morning.
One final note.
Sorry, what?
Whenever you're changing your diet, listen to your
That's
body.
an electrical hazard. That's
That's important.
Sophisticated machine.
It's kind of considered.
Be happy with yourself. Don't do any don't do anything catastrophic. Listen to your body. It knows when you're hungry. It knows what you need. Generally speaking.
So,
Sort of.
stay
Sort of.
tuned to-
No, those have all been
I know,
purged.
Stay tuned for their upcoming podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, Ian wants to tell the chat about something he
Okay,
makes.
somebody keeps asking about challenge 4972. It has been purged. We are not going to do a whose line is it anyway right now. But is the person the girl is going to ride who will do the sound effects. We're not doing that scene right now.
That's not really a Who's Line scene.
Yes. So no. But thank you for asking.
Oh, I love that gift. Oh my god!
The last
Oh my
recipe
God.
you need to know about.
You did flying like with Pika?
Yeah,
Did she just blow through a wall?
Well,
or-
she was like jumping and high-fiving people.
Right.
And so I was like, all right, we'll both do this. And we both jumped and high-fived. And she was like,
It is sunny with a chance of blind or blind.
Huh.
Last recipe you need to know about is how to make a super, super tender steak with the cheapest cut of meat you can find, and it'll be amazingly flavorful.
That's actually just a shoe, isn't it?
I haven't tried it with a shoe. I may.
Soul food.
You take yourself.
Bam!
Oh!
I want a shoe nailed to a plank of wood.
wrapped in barbed
Smothered in
wire.
tar.
A human foot.
There's the actual gift, Cam.
Okay.
Okay.
So
She's like, whoa. She almost went over backwards.
take a small cooler that you keep frozen things in, one that's waterproof, and heat a lot of water to fill that cooler to exactly 68 degrees Celsius.
Not a single degree more
Actually,
or less.
yes, that's exactly true. Not a single
Really?
degree more or less.
Yeah. He's gonna tell you why.
Because then what you're going to do is take your steak, season it on both sides with your choice of seasonings, and put it in a Ziploc freezer bag.
What?
Not a sandwich bag.
Not a sandwich bag, again, very important. Suck all the air out. As much of it out as you can get. And of course, then let your steak bring itself up to room temperature. You should use a meat thermometer in the water to make sure that it's still at 68. And put that bag in the cooler, seal the cooler, and leave it there for 4 hours.
Or really, I mean, you could leave it longer as long as it's exactly at that temperature.
If you can keep it at that temperature,
Yeah.
that's fine. But at that point, what you're doing is a technique
DIY
called
sous vide.
sous vide. Yes, and this is where the science is coming into cooking. Turns out that whether your meat is rare or well done actually depends on the maximum temperature it reaches, not how long it cooks for. And for a medium rare steak, what you want is to aim for about 64 to 68. So by putting it in the water and just letting it sit there and come to that equalized temperature, it's cooking at the exact temperature of a medium rare steak for 4 hours and just getting more and more tender while not becoming more cooked.
But Ian, now my steak is a boring and undelicious gray. Why would I want to eat it?
It looks like bus at that point.
It does.
That's when you break out your skillet or your cast iron frying pan, preferably. Get that sucker nice and hot and sear that steak.
Both sides.
Yeah, both sides. 10 to 30 seconds on each side and get it right off. Cook it no more than that. And you're done.
Ooh, here's something. If you don't have a cooler and 4 hours, Cam, I apologize for this.
Yeah.
Take your steak, take a cast iron skillet and get that very hot and put some olive oil in there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get it to smoke, but like have it like if your kitchen stove goes up to like 10, have it on an 8. Get it very, very hot.
Step 1, get a gas stove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like not everybody has a gas stove. I don't have a gas
I
stove.
don't have one either. It's-
Right? So, you know, get your pan incredibly hot. While you're doing this, you have taken a nice piece of steak and you've gotten some olive oil on each side, put some salt and pepper on it. Then, take your steaks, put them in the pan, it will go cover it maybe with like a splatter screen, otherwise you'll be cleaning up your stove for a bit. Do it for no longer than 2 minutes aside, flip it, and take it back out. Delicious blue rare steak.
If you're not eating steak, at least medium rare.
You're
You're doing it wrong.
Ooh, for both these methods, by the way, let the steak rest.
Do not
Yes.
eat it right away. So what you can do is one really simple method afterwards.
Johnny.
All of a sudden, Johnny.
You put steak on like just a room temperature plate. You put tinfoil over it, or you put even just another bowl or something on top of it, and it will slowly come to temperature, and it will continue to cook, and you will not get that, you know, overcooked on the outside and blue in the middle. If you like it to get a little bit more even, it will actually even out if you just leave it resting for a while, and it'll be more tender and tasty.
Cover your steak in oil, then wrap it in tinfoil. Have a virgin breathe on it, then consume it whole.
Yeah, that works.
You know what? Just
Including
go right out to
foil.
the cow and bite a chunk of it.
You know,
Right
if you
in
want the
the
best
cow.
ground beef, just go right up to that cow with like a cheese grater.
Wow!
But Cam, you'll ruin the leather.
True.
Well,
You've got to
Well,
like
that's why you've got like the Velcro like panel that you just slide off.
Please.
just peel the.
Science,
All
get
right.
on that.
Excuse me a second.
And
I have
as Kathleen pointed out, don't be afraid to salt your meat.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
I don't know where it came from, the myth that, you know,
have a
salting the
challenge
meat
to do.
ruined it, but it's the opposite.
It actually
Yeah,
makes
I
the
have a
meat
challenge.
seize up,
Yep.
so it keeps the juice
Oh, it's so
inside.
good.
Yeah.
So, next time on Kathleen and Cam give good life advice, Ian and Beach butt out, we'll give you our favorite tips on, I don't know,
Consuming human flesh.
shaving. And
oh man, Long Pig is favorite pig.
Shaving and shaving and good music.
Making coffee.
I
We have a bunch of challenges.
There's a challenge.
Yes, I have a challenge to do for my uncle.
Oh,
And so we also have only 7 minutes left. Is that on your magic?
No.
donation?
That
Right,
is
that's already been
for-
done?
That is for Fallout New Vegas.
Signed?
Signed by the whole focus. There it is, dev team at Obsidian. Look at that. For either 360 or PS3.
Darn it.
So, after we do some of these challenges, Graham, do we
Yeah.
have like a giveaway we could do for
Yeah.
Yes.
challenge?
Yeah, we do.
So for those of you who maybe aren't able to donate as much, we'll give you a challenge. We'll give you a chance to learn how to talk words with your mouth, and
now.
maybe win something.
So-
Hey!
So this is a challenge for my uncle.
Do you want me to zoom that and scroll it for you?
Sure. Who's watching in England with my two cousins, Sasha and Francis. And he requested this one on Twitter, which is why it's not in the system.
I think you need a fancy Santa costume.
Actually, wait, I have a hat. I'll wear a hat at least.
oh
I
my!
believe he had a hat.
Can you find me a
I,
Santa?
I love that joke.
actually, if you're willing, I think you could probably knock one more challenge out of the park by doing this as Judge Pimp Santa.
The Honorable Judge.
Sure, but I won't do the voice. Mostly because I don't actually remember what he talks
I
like.
think you just talk normally.
I think I just talk normally, yeah.
I think you might have done a little bit of lower, but.
I think so. Well, I was going to do it lower anyway. Alright, John, give me 2 seconds and I'll get this costume together.
We need that.
I'm pretty sure the Judge Pimp is in the
And
in the queue.
and that, yeah.
The appropriate stuffing for Derp's giving is cigarettes, because gentlemen.
Gentleman?
Gentleman. I was just thinking that.
Oh my god, gentlemen.
Pigception.
Gentleman.
Okay, all I need is this. Oh yeah, I did have a beard, didn't I?
Mental
It's
gentleman.
attached to the hat.
He only eats spy crab on Derp's
Who's got
giving.
the last few
No, I have
posts,
there's a
Roger?
different beard. It's in the drawer.
Okay.
It's actually smoked from the inside.
Oh, so Alex is at $314,115.
Whoa,
I think that's a few thousand you've raised so far. I'm not sure exactly how many.
Good.
How much was last year? 380.
We're less than 900 away from
Kathleen, could you
doing
do me
the
up?
Derp line, as
Yes.
promised.
All of your Fallout New Vegas donations go towards a derp line.
You'll actually get to see one because it won't be too late.
I'm actually here overnight. I'm here till 6 a.m.
Everyone make sure to check out
That's when I get
graphs.desertbus.org. Thank you. Actually, could you take the wig off me for a second?
So far, Alex has raised $6,618.29.
Yay!
Well,
$885 till a new derp line. I got the math right?
well.
Yeah, sure.
I believe it is Wednesday still.
It is still Wednesday for another.
Okay.
4
That
days.
is.
I hope this is acceptable. Yeah. All right. So for John and Sasha and Francis watching in England, the Honorable Judge Pimp Santa presenting "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that Saint Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, and Mamma in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away from the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying a finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." And now the Honorable Judge Pimp Santa says, "Get down with your bad selves." That was hard to read, because the condensation through the beard
On your glasses?
kept fogging up my glasses. Warm costume. I think that's you. Thank you.
Just over a minute on that challenge.
1 minute to win signed copies of Fallout New Vegas.
Da-da-da.
So donate